there's definitely been a progression over the few weeks in terms of, especially on the ball. There's definitely been an improvement, I think, since the Peterborough game. But obviously at the end of the day, points are what matter, and we haven't picked up enough of them over the last few weeks. So I think it's just the mentality of like keep working, keep grinding away, but we can definitely see we're moving in the right direction, which is positive. You know, we've said it's a new group again, but within the group, especially the lads and the coaching staff, it's definitely been positive, and you can see that we're going towards the right direction, I believe. After Saturday, after the game, I think the lads were quite disappointed. We were quite down, but the gaffer just came in and said, you know, he was pleased with how we played. He doesn't want to see anyone disappointed. You know, do it out there, don't come in here and be disappointed, it's too late. So again, I think in reflection, you know, we go on the coach and talk about the game, give our points of view. And I think overall you can see that, like I've said, there's definitely positives to take, a lot more positives than I think negatives. I think some just sloppy mistakes killed us, and then maybe we need to be more ruthless in both boxes. But again, I still feel the mood is positive and we are moving in the right direction. We created some really good chances. I think the positives for me, before the first goal, the first 20-25 minutes before the stop of play, we were in complete control. We were very comfortable. We started the game really well. We executed the game plan, so I think it was good to see everything we worked on in training, we went out and did. And it worked, you could see it was working. And then, like you said, I think the way we moved the ball side to side and then through as soon as that pass opened up, and we definitely got in the final third a lot and created some really good chances. And you know, sometimes football doesn't go your way with the bounces, and like we said about being more ruthless in both boxes. I also think the reactions to the goals were good. I think maybe over this season, sometimes when things haven't gone our way, we haven't reacted the best, but we still kept doing what we've been told to do and what we believe is best for us as a group. And so I think that was also good. We didn't crumble under that. I think the last 10-15 minutes, I thought we were very good and created some really good chances. But again, it doesn't matter if you don't win, but for us, we still have to look at that and keep building on that and progressing from that. A lot of us go away and watch the games individually ourselves, and then the conversations will be, you know, in the change room on Monday beforehand. We'll be talking about things that maybe we've seen or maybe we felt at the time. And then obviously we come in Monday and debrief the game. A lot of it was positives, going through, you know, what we did well and why that worked, and you know why, you know, that pass was on, or why we were able to move the ball quickly and why we're doing certain things. And obviously, you know, the gaffer's obviously got very good football knowledge, and so obviously he gives us all the information. And then debriefing the game, you know, you can see why we were doing certain things. Sometimes on the pitch you can feel it, but you don't always see exactly why everything's working. And then within the group, we've got loads of, I think there's loads of lads, you know, maybe not even the loudest ones, that bring up really good points. You know, you look at people like Iddy and Aaron Conley, you know, they understand football very well and are able to give their point of view across, and generally give, I think, quite good points of view. So I think within the group we always talk about that. We can see the positives, but I think we all know we need to clean up a few things and just keep doing what we're doing. I think also every season's different, the group's different. I don't really want to talk about last season because it's been and gone now. I feel like if we keep talking about it, you know, you never move on. But you can definitely, in talking about last season a little bit, you could see we were getting there. I think you can see that again. Slightly different things maybe this time, but for us, I keep saying we just need to keep learning, progressing, and I think training in the last 2 weeks has been very, very good, and I think that's why you've seen a progression on the pitch. I think it's important for us when we're out on the training pitch to make sure we're training properly and doing all the right things, because that's why then it comes to Saturday and you see all of them things come together. It's a lot easier for us. Like I said, it is a new group, but I think the core, there's still a lot of the core lads that have been here for a long time that set the standards, and also the environment, which is quite a positive environment, quite a laid back off the pitch environment in terms of everyone wants to get on and there's a lot of smiling. I've not been in many club environments where people come into change rooms so quickly and get on, which I think that's why sometimes you do see on the pitch it does work quicker than maybe some teams that are quite a new group. But within the group itself, you know, like, I don't even think you have to talk about the players. Everyone knows some of the lads' qualities, where they've been beforehand. But even some of the new boys like Jack Morehouse, you can see the way he moves with the ball. It's his first proper taste of men's football. You can see how good he's going to be. Teo, the like how athletic he is, how powerful he is. Demi's come in the last few games, I think he's been brilliant. You know, I think there's a real good competition for places within the group itself, which I think is really healthy, which we need. So I think it's just obviously a collective of the group that we have originally are very good at embedding new people in, but then also obviously what the recruitment staff do, they bring in great people, not just good footballers, lads that fit the group well and then come in and just want to work. So I think it's a collective of everything, and I think you can start to, I think we're starting to see that, but I think obviously we still need to work on that, and you know, hopefully that will all start to come together. I think obviously everyone knows Stevenage, this club, don't they, and you know what their strengths are. It's almost a derby rivalry game for us, so we know what to expect. We know our fans will be brilliant, give us the energy that we need, and then I think it's down for us, whatever the game plan is, just to nail that. I think everyone kind of knows what to expect in terms of the game itself, but making sure we don't come away from what we want to be and what we're trying to achieve as well as performance-based. And then most importantly now, getting the 3 points. You have to be able to win duels, match them physically, that's important. Do the basics, the fundamentals, that's important in any game. But at the same time, I think we've got the players that are good enough to also play our type of football, and I think it's important we don't come away from that. We're trying to be a certain type of team that can match you physically, but also can play football and, you know, creative, be it attacking and exciting to watch, and we're building on that, so we need to keep doing that.